Hi everybody, it is so great to be virtually here with you again. This is the last time I will see you this way. Hopefully the next time we see each other will be in person somehow. You can see that we're outside again. We're really trying to work towards a plan of having everybody over here but on our porch, safely away from each other. So at least we can gather together in some way. So you come through our fence, come through our gate, and then come right to our back porch. But again, we'll keep you updated on that. If you're watching this with your mom, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I know it's a great day. It's kind of an unusual day, but our boys are having a great day with their mom, doing everything they can to celebrate her. And 10 days from now, they'll celebrate her even more because it's her birthday. You know, I don't have a big speech for you today. I just want to really leave you with some reminders and encouragements. If you remember at the beginning of the semester, if you were here with us then, if you weren't, at the beginning in early February, we did this kind of exercise where we did like Baker did here with his. We talked about what made us who we are. And you can see Baker's says, I am Baker, and if I'll remind you some of the things that he said. I am Baker, I'm brave, silly, brother, soccer player, friendly, fast, strong, a beatboxer, still a beatboxer. He's a leader, he's different, and he is a child of God. And I had many of you, I had all of you that were here, do the same thing. I wanted to know how you would describe yourself. And if you weren't here with us at the beginning, pause this video right now and take some time to write out your own description of yourself. I want to encourage you to think about who you are and how other people would describe you, but really how you would describe yourself, just as Baker did here. If you've already done it, if you're coming back to the video after you've paused it, think about where you were when you first did this in early February, or even as just now. Think about where you were then and where you are now. Think about if any of that has changed, where God has taken you through all of this, what parts of your characteristics, what parts of yourself have you really leaned into, and what has God really brought out in you in this kind of unusual time. Because if you remember very quickly after that, we also did this exercise. Here's Baker's again. We talked about who we are, but then we really talked about God is. God is great, loving, friendly. He's the creator. He's the Father. He's eternal. He's mighty. Those were some of the words that Baker described God with, and some of the words that you guys described: kind, forgiving, faithful, gracious. He's sovereign. He's our Father. So it's a reminder who God is through all of this, who God has made you to be, and where has He taken you through all of this, and what's the evidence of His faithfulness through this whole process from when we last saw each other to where you see me today. It's a reminder of who God is. I also want to remind you of who God made you to be, and want to encourage you that God is all of these things. He was all of these things then, He's all of these things today, and He will be all of these things in August, and 6 years from now, and 600 years from now, because God is eternal, God is great, and God is faithful. So take this as an encouragement today, that wherever you are, whatever your semester has looked like, maybe your summer is all messed up, your internship or the camp you're supposed to go to, or whatever, maybe all those plans are all messed up now, but always come back to this reminder that God is faithful, and He has made you who you are, and He will continue to mold you in whatever environment you're in, and He will continue to you will continue to reflect His glory wherever you are. Because again, this last exercise we did a few weeks after that, remember the influence and impact on the world that you have around you. It doesn't look any different today than it did when we did these charts several weeks or months ago. Just because you may be at home a little bit more doesn't mean that God is not using you in some way in the world around you. So I want you to take some time today and think to yourself where you've been, where you are right now, and really just think, where could you be going from here? What is your summer going to look like? And your plans are messed up maybe, or maybe they're perfectly fine. They're the same as they always were. But remember that God is there with you and He is faithful. And I would love for you to think about maybe what is it going to look like in August when you come back. I would love to hear from you some of the ways God has moved in your life in this time. We're all spending time with our family, and a lot of us love that. Some of us struggle with that. But more than any of that kind of stuff, I want to know what God has done with you personally. How has He molded you or changed you or worked with who He's made you to be in this time? Let me know. Send me a text, email me, respond in some way. I want to hear, because I also want to remind you that you are children of God, as 1 John 3:2 tells us. You are His. You are a new creation. You are very good. And more than anything, you are worth it. So wherever you're going after today, it's going to be a while till I see you again physically. It's going to be a while maybe till I even see you on Zoom or FaceTime or wherever it is, whatever it is. Just remember that you are children of God. You're a new creation. You're very good. You're His. And more than anything, you were worth it. So whatever you struggle with, whatever uncertainty you face, please know that God is good, God is faithful. He has made you for a purpose. He has made you specifically the way He wants you to be, and more than anything, you were worth it. So when we talk about children of God, I actually have a child of God who wants to come and share his heart. He has seen his brother do his part to talk about God, and now Harry wants to come over here and read 3 verses that have been on his heart. This was no prompting of my own. This was no prompting of Kristen's. This was totally a God thing on his little heart. These were 3 verses that he really wanted to come here and share with you girls, or you guys, whoever's watching this. And please hear the voice of this child of God and let him come to you. Hear God speak through him. Harry, take it away.
Psalm 46:10, he says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now these 3 remain: hope, faith, and love. But the greatest of all these is love. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength.
And that is Harry. Thank you, Harry. Just to remind you what the verses that God put on his heart. Come here, boys. And here is Ray. Remind you the verses that were on Henry's heart. Psalm 46:10, 1 Corinthians 13:13, and of course Philippians 4:13. We hope that you will go in grace and peace and know that our family misses and loves you, and know that we long for the day that we're able to all be together again. And there goes Harry. And we hope that we can hear from each of you wherever you are this summer, whatever you're doing. Please don't hesitate to text. Tell us how we can be praying for you. Just give us life updates, how your boyfriends are, or girlfriends, or husbands, wives, whatever it is. We'd love to hear from you. We love you guys. Have a great day.